Om. 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 शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om. A very blissful Friday morning to every one of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most auspicious, holiest of the holy temples which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kanjangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. We have been going through some of the shlokas of Shivananda Lahari, one of the finest composition of Bhagavad Pada Adi Shankaracharya, filled with devotion. Every single shloka is filled with devotion and begging for only devotion. It is filled with devotion and he begs for only devotion here. We have seen up to shloka number 37. Today we will see from 38. Prak punyachala margadarshita sudhamurti prasanna shivaha soma sadguna sevito mrigadaraha purnastamo mochakaha cheta pushkara lakshito bhavati चेदानन्दपाथो निधिः प्रागल्भ्येन विजृम्भते सुमनसां वृत्तिस्तदा जायते। प्राक्पुण्याचलमार्गदर्शित सुधामूर्ति प्रसन्न शिवः सोमसद्गुणसेवितो मृगधर पूर्णस्तमो मोचकः चेत पुष्करलक्षितो भवति चेदानन्दपाथो निधिः प्रागल्भ्येन विजृम्भते सुमनसा वृत्तिस्तदा जायते. Now there are two things over here. One is about moon. The other one is about Shiva. About moon, let us see how it is. Prak punyachala margadarshita. Prak means east. In another meaning, it is past. So here, when you consider it as moon, it is from the east. He rises in the east. Like how sun rises in the east, we say moon also rises in the east. Then, Sudhamurtihi. He is the essence of Amrita. He is that kind of moon. Prasanna Shiva Somaha. Shiva means auspiciousness and Prasanna is pleasant or peaceful. Peaceful Soma. Soma is moon. Sadguna Sevito. He is served by so many stars. So Sadguna Sevito. Mrigadaraha. In moon, there is a kind of one image, or we call it as kalanka, which looks like either rabbit or deer. So, Mrigadaraha, Purnaha, he is full. Moon is on Purnima night, he looks full. Tamo Mochakaha, he is the dispeller of darkness. That is, when he rises, then there is darkness is not there. You see some brightness. So, Tamo Mochakaha, Chetaha Pushkara Lakshito Bhavati, Chet Ananda Pato Nidhi. My heart, which is like lotus, Pushkara is lotus. My heart is like lotus, and what is happening? Chetananda Pato Nidhi. It is like how the ocean, we say that when moon rises or on especially on the Purnima night, the tides are very high. So here he says the happiness that we derive by looking at the moon in the night on a Paurnami is like the waves of Ananda. Pragalbhena vijrimbhate. Pragalbha is greatly. Greatly he shines. Greatly he shines. And Sumanasam. He gives happiness to the mind. And Vrittihi tada jayate. Here vritti is nourishment. Now he gives nourishment. It is said that the plants get the nourishment from the moonlight. So moonlight is needed especially for plants. Now the same thing we apply for Shiva. Prak punya achala marga darshita. Prak is past. In the past, I have done so many punya karmas. So because of that, you are appearing in this particular path. How? Sudha Murtihi. Nectar, full of nectar, figure of nectar. Prasanna Shivaha, peaceful or serene Shiva. Somaha, Sa Umaha, means with Uma, not Umaha, Uma. Sa Uma. So Soma means moon. Soma also means Shiva with his consort Uma. So Soma. Sadguna Sevita. Here Sadguna is all his ganas. He is surrounded by the Pramatha ganas. Mrigadharaha. It is said that Shiva holds one deer in his hand, the animal. Purnaha. This we know. The shloka that appears in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Infinite, unlimited. From infinity, if you take away anything, it is infinity. Infinity plus infinity also is infinity. You add anything to infinity, it is still infinity. Subtract anything from infinity, it is still infinity only. So that kind of infinite he is. Purnaha. Tamo mochakaha. He is the dispeller of darkness. For us here, darkness is ignorance. He dispels our ignorance. Chetaha pushkara lakshito bhavati. My mind is like lotus and chet ananda pato nidhi. The mind is filled with the ocean of bliss. Because this Purna is there now. He is the dispeller of darkness or ignorance. So my heart is filled with the ocean of bliss. Pragalbhena vijrimbhate. Here Vijrimbhate is expanding. Expansive. When heart is filled with happiness, bliss and love, then it expands. Otherwise, it is only my family, my husband, my children, and at the most a few friends, close friends, that's all. For others, we don't pour our love. Whereas here, because that Purnaha is there, its mind is blissful, heart is blissful, so it is becoming expansive now. Sumanasam. Mind is filled with good buddhi also, so it has become good now. Vrittihi tada jayate. Here vritti means, when compared to moon, it was nourishment. Now when compared to Shiva, this means transformation. I am getting transformed. My mind is getting totally transformed. This is what should happen to all of us. It should not remain just an information. It should be transformation from within. It should take place. So we should strive for it. Next shloka, shloka number 39. Dharmo me chaturanghrikaha sucharita papam vinasham gatam कामक्रोधमदादयो विगलिताः कालाः सुखाविष्कृताः ज्ञानानन्दमहौषधिः सुफलिता कैवल्यनाथे सदा मान्ये मानसपुण्डरीकनगरे राजावतंसे स्थिते मानस पुंडरीक नगरे. My mind, which is like a kingdom. Once again, it is like lotus. Pundarika also is lotus. There are so many words in Sanskrita for lotus. Rajavatamse sthite. Here he is the emperor. Shiva, when you are staying in my heart which is a kingdom of lotus, when you are an emperor here in my heart, what is happening? Dharmo me chaturangrikaha. Dharma is supposed to be having 4 feet, 4 padas. That is why chaturangrikaha. Angri is pada. 4 padas are there. What are they? Tapa, Shaucha, Daya, Satya. These are the 4 feet of Dharma, 4 legs of Dharma. That is why it is compared with the bull or Nandi. Tapas. Any vrata that we take up, any austerity, is called as tapas. It may be anything which is minor. I will not take food on Monday afternoon or till this time, or I will not speak on this particular day, or I will meditate for 10 minutes every day. Anything of this sort is called as tapas. Shaucha, cleanliness or purity. Cleanliness of the external body. More than that, internal purity. We must give importance to the internal purity. Then, daya, compassion. One should be compassionate towards everybody, not only human beings, even the animals and plants. One should be compassionate. Then, satya, truthfulness. This we know. One should speak only the truth. We say that I speak only the truth. That itself is a big lie. Because we keep on telling lies. We think that, okay, it is only a small one. Doesn't matter. No. Even for joke, they say that you cannot tell a lie. So, tapaha, shaucha, daya and satyam. These are the 4 feet of dharma. So, he says, sucharitaha. I am following all these. I know, I have understood what dharma is. I have studied scriptures because of your grace. And I have understood what dharma is, what I should do, what I shouldn't do. I have understood Shiva. So I am following all this dharma. Then, when we follow this dharma, what happens? Papam vinasham gatam. All the sins that we have performed from so many births, everything is destroyed. Sanchita papa vinashana lingam tat pranamami sadashiva lingam. He is the one who destroys our sanchita bag also. So he says here, papam vinasham gatam. Every papa is destroyed. Kama krodha madadayo vigalita. Kama krodha lobha moha mada matsarya. These are supposed to be the main enemies. There are many more enemies. But mainly these 6, Shadvairi, 6 enemies. Adayo, Kama, Krodha, Mada, Adayo, etc., etc. All these are also gone. Vigalita, they also have left me. I don't have any of these. Kama, Krodha, no, Shiva. Everything is gone. Kalaha, Sukha, Vishkrita. The seasons. The season or the environment or atmosphere. Wow, so pleasant. Kala sukha vishkritaha. Jnanananda mahaushadi suphalita. Here Oshadi is plant. What kind of plant? Jnana Ananda Oshadi. Plant of knowledge. From that knowledge, that bliss is there and suphalita. It is giving fruits now. What is the fruit? Moksha. When we have knowledge, we derive bliss, and moreover, The best fruit is given by this particular plant of knowledge, and that is moksha. So you are Kaivalyanathe. Why am I getting this kind of fruit? You are the one who is blessing me with this Shiva. You are Kaivalyanatha. Kaivalyanathe sada manye manasa pundarika nagare. I understand that you are here in my heart as an emperor. That is the reason why I am able to follow dharma. That is why all the sins have got destroyed. All these 6 enemies have left me. And I am getting the beautiful fruit from the knowledge plant. If you take it in the other way, when we do all these, when we follow dharma, and all these are gone, and then Shiva resides in the heart as an emperor. Both ways you can take. When he resides here, those are gone or sins are gone. Or when we follow dharma, he resides in our heart. So it is very important for us to know what is dharma, what is adharma. That is why the scriptures, the study of scriptures is needed for us. Otherwise we assume, oh, this is what I am supposed to do. Just we assume. But when we study the scriptures, we get to know what is vihitam, what is avihitam. Remember this Shiva Manasa Puja, Shloka number 5 and 6. In 6 he says, Vihitam avihitam va sarvametat kshamasva. Jaya Jaya Karunabde Shri Mahadeva Shambho. I am supposed to do something. I have not done. And some activities or actions are prohibited. Nishiddha karma. But I have done that. Both are wrong. Please forgive me. The last shloka of Manasa Puja, Adi Shankaracharya pleads. So it is important for us to understand what dharma is. Next shloka, shloka number 40. Dhiyantrena vacho ghatena kavita kulyopakulyakramaihi anitaishcha sadashivasya charita bhorashi divyamritaihi hritkedarayutascha bhakti kalamaha saphalyamatanvate durbhikshan mama sevakasya bhagavan vishvesha bhiti kutaha. In this shloka, Adi Shankaracharya compares our heart to a beautiful field, paddy field, where we sow paddy, where we get rice. So he says that it is plowed well. My heart, which is Kedara. The meaning of the word, Sanskrit word Kedara is Kshetra or a field. Like how we see the paddy fields. That kind of field it is. So let us see what he says. Dhi yantrena. Yantra. Machinery. Remember, this is written in the 8th century. Adi Shankaracharya lived in the 8th century. And we think that machineries are existing only now. In those days itself, yantras were there. So he says here, like how you take water to a field. If you grow anything, you definitely need water. So there should be some way of carrying water to the field. So they used to use some kind of machinery then. That is evident from this shloka. Now here he says, your intellect or dhi. Dhi means buddhi or intellect. Your intellect is the machinery. Make use of this machinery in a proper way. Otherwise it goes here and there, only in the worldly pleasures. Now he says, the yantra, the machinery is your intellect. Vacho ghatena. And you have to fill water. Fill water in some kind of pots also. Why? We will see next. So what are those pots? Vacha. Vacha is words. Words is not just the words that we speak, but the shlokas from the Vedas. So the ghata is filled with this kind of mantras. Kavita kulyopakulya kramaihi. Kavita. Kavita is poem. From where the next line says, Charitam bhorashi divyamritaihi. Shiva, your charita, your glories or your stories, how many are there? Bhorashi, big heap it is. Shiva Purana, Skanda Purana, so many Puranas that we read. There are so many different stories about Shiva. So he says, water is nothing but all the stories, bhajans, namasmarana of Shiva. Then, kulya, upakulya. Kulya is canal. Upakulya is sub-canals. He says, water has to be brought to the field through canals and sub-canals. Why this canal and sub-canals? Why sub-canals? Canals we understand, some way to get water from the ocean. Sub-canals? Our mind is like this. At the surface, we feel that, I have a lot of devotion. I am a great devotee. That's what we feel. If one person, one of our close association, assume that relatives or one of friends, has learnt something more than me, immediately jealous. Jealous lifts his head. I assume that I am a great devotee. But from the corner of the mind, heart, there is this jealousy. Where is it? It is not visible on the surface. It is somewhere deep in one corner of the mind. Now, that is the reason why Adi Shankaracharya says Upakulya. Sub-canals are needed. This charita, this kavita has to reach every corner of the mind. We may think that heart is so small. What is there? But the mind is huge. From which corner, which enemy is entering, we will never know. So if you consider this mind as a field, then to every corner this water has to reach. Otherwise, whatever you sow will not be grown at all. So he says, use your buddhi to bring water through this ocean of Shiva's stories, through kavita or charita. Either you sing some poems or vacha. That means some kind of patana, mantra patana, or simply Om Namah Shivaya. Or simply Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. That also is sufficient. But bring it, use your buddhi and bring it from there. Then, Hrit Kedara Yutascha Bhakti Kalamaha. Hrit Kedara, my heart. Hrit is heart. Kedara, it is a field, Shiva. I have plowed it. Yutascha Bhakti Kalamaha. Kalama is this paddy. What is paddy here? He compares that devotion. Devotion is paddy. I am sowing that. I have already sown that in this plowed field. Saphalyam atanvate. Aha, now the beautiful crop. Seed is bhakti. Now that is all giving fruits or crop. Saphalyam atanvate. Durbhikshan mama sevakasya bhagavan Vishvesha bhiti kutaha. Where is Durbhiksha now? There is no famine at all. Lot of paddy I have grown. I have sown bhakti. So wonderful crops are there. Absolutely no durbhiksha, or I don't have fear of having this durbhiksha. Kutaha, where is the fear? I am not scared at all. Hey Bhagavan Vishvesha. See how wonderfully he compares the heart to the plowed field. He says, I have already done all those. I used my buddhi as a missionary to bring from the ocean of your stories through kavita and charita and namasmarana, bhajan. I have used my buddhi for all this. And I have plowed my heart now and already sown the seed of bhakti. And yes, now they are giving wonderful crops. So where is the question of durbhiksha? I am not scared at all. Hey Vishvesha, you are there with me. Next shloka. Shloka number 41. Papotpata vimochanaaya ruchiraishwaryaaya mrutyunjaya stotra dhyananati pradakshina saparyalokana karnane jigva chitta shiro ngrihastanayana shrotrairagam prarthito mamajnapayatannirupayamo mameva chaga पापोत्पात विमोचनाय रुचिरै ऐश्वर्याय मृत्युञ्जय स्तोत्रध्याननति प्रदक्षिणा सपर्यालोकनाकर्णने जिह्वा चित्तशिरोङ्घ्रि हस्तनयन श्रोत्रैरगं प्रार्थितो मामाज्ञापयतन्निरूपयमुः मामेव चग. Here he says that all my indriyas, jnanendriya, karmendriya, all these are ready to do your service in various ways. You have to command. You have to give them order. Because I don't know the methods of any of this puja. You please order. Tan nirupaya. The last line. Mam ajnapaya tan nirupaya. Nirupaya is either you can take it as explain me the methods. I don't know the methods. Another meaning is remind me. I may forget because I am busy with so much of work. Please remind me, Shiva. There is a story. Once there was a man who died. So he was taken for his papa karmas to the hell. On the way, he meets God. Then God says, you have done lot of punya karmas also, but because of your papa karma, you have to go to the hell. But later, you will be born as a human being again. But please remember to think of me. So this fellow nodded his head. Okay, Bhagavan, I will think of you. But in case I forget you, please remind me. So Bhagavan accepted. Okay, I will remind you. This fellow spent time in Naraka and Swarga later and once again came to earth as a human being. Like all of us, forgot about God. So busy in the worldly affairs. Forgot about God. At the age of 40, his eyesight became low. So he went to the eye specialist, got these spectacles, gold framed specs now. He started enjoying it. Then later, his hair started becoming grey. Like all of us, used some black color or maroon color or so and enjoyed that too. After a few more years, hearing capacity came down. Went to the ENT specialist. Got the hearing aid. Wow. Now very nice. I am able to hear everything. Very happy now. After a few more years, his legs gave him problems. Not able to walk. So his children brought wheelchair for him. He happily sat on the wheelchair and roamed around all the malls. At the age of 80, he died. So he had to go back. On the way again, he met the same Bhagavan. So Bhagavan asked him, "Did you think of me, my dear?" Then he remembered, "Oh, no, Bhagavan, I forgot. But you only promised me that you'll remind me. You didn't remind me at all. Your fault, Bhagavan." He fought with Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan smiled and said, "How many reminders I sent you?" "Huh? Reminders? When? Where?" Then he said, "At the age of 40, your eyesight became low. You were not able to see. So, how is that a reminder?" So Bhagavan said, "This was to tell you that slowly the time is coming up for you to come back. Think of me. Look at, have the internal eyes. Open your internal eyes. With your external eyes, you are busy only looking at the world. Open your antar chakshu." Oh, is that? I did not understand that at all. Then your hair became grey. That was one more reminder. How is that a reminder, Bhagavan? Have maturity in your desires. This is shown by grey hair. Maturity, because the hair represents our desires. Desires can be there, but have maturity, have spiritual desires. You did not understand that at all. Then, yes, I told you, enough of listening to the external world. I am speaking to you from within. Listen to me. Did you listen? You got a most expensive hearing aid and you started enjoying watching movies and all those movie songs, etc. Oh, I didn't even understand that. Then, at last, legs. I saw to it that you will not be able to move at all. But you sat on happily on a wheelchair and started roaming around malls and malls. You should have sat at home and meditated upon me. So this is a wonderful story for all of us. At least as we grow older, there should be maturity in the desires. We should have desires only in the spiritual path, which will take me nearer to God. Let me have this kind of desires. And to the extent possible, listen to within what is coming from within. So in case when we become old, people are not talking to us, we must be happy. Let me not. Enough of listening to all this. Listen to me from within, he is saying. But we don't have time. Isn't it? So let us see what he says here. Papotpata vimochanaya. Utpata. Utpata is like asteroids falling down from the sky. Some of these items fall down sometimes. That is called Utpata. So this is coming like Papa is falling like this. But Vimochanaya. He is there to destroy all this. Ruchihi Aishwaryaya. What kind of wealth is going to bless us with? Ruchi means taste. Taste is not that we are going to be blessed with tasty food, but that kind of wealth which is permanent. Mrityunjaya, he is the one who is victorious against that death. Stotra, in chanting. Dhyana, meditating. Nati, nati is namaskara. Pradakshina, circumambulation. Then saparya, puja. Lokana karnane, listening to all these. Jihva, my tongue. Chitta, my mind. Shira, my head. Angri, my feet. Hasta, my hand. Nayana, my eyes. Shrotra, let everything be work prarthito. They are all praying. They are all requesting me. Make me think about Shiva. Jihva is asking, make me chant, make me chant. Ears waiting to listen to your stories. So like this, each and every indriya or every organ of my body is waiting for this. Now you have to order. And Nirupaya, I may forget Shiva. Please remind me. Huh? Like how we tell our friends, hey, please remind me. So like that, Adi Shankaracharya is pleading with Shiva, please remind me. Mohoho, again and again, I am telling you, Mam eva, mame avachaha. Why are you not speaking, Shiva? Avachaha is without words. Please tell me. Please remind me. We also should keep on praying like this. Please remind me, Shiva. Please tell me, come and tell me. Come on, Jyoti, do this. Isn't it? Let us all pray for that. Gambhiryam parikapadam ghanadrutihi prakara udyadgunastomaka aptabalam ghanendriya jayo dvarani deha sthitah vidya vastu samriddhirityakila samagri samete sada durgati priya deva mamaka mano durge nivasam kuru. Here he compares the mind or heart to a fort. Durga means fort. One meaning is the concert of Shiva. So here Durga Ati Priya Deva. There are 2-3 meanings for this particular word, rather combination of words. Your dearest to your concert Durga, or Durga is dear to you, or you love to be in a fort because you love Durga. Gambhiryam parikapadam ghanadrutihi prakara. Now, in the earlier days, there used to be fort. The kings used to construct forts because that would protect the kingdom or their people, subjects, from the enemies. The wall would be very, very high. Just after the wall or beyond the wall, there would be a deep moat so that no enemy can enter. So he says here, there is a deep moat and ghanadrutihi prakara. Dhruti is dhairya, courage. Have become very bold, Shiva. Now see, the wall of the fort is my dhruti or courage or boldness. Udyad guna stomaha aptabalam. Udyad guna, best qualities. All good qualities are there. This is my army now. Aptabala, bala is your strength, my strength. That is, good gunas are there, qualities are there. They are all, each and every good quality is like a soldier. Soldier in an army. Ghanendriya chayo dwarani dehastitaha. All indriyas. Jnanendriyas are inward gate. Karmendriyas are outward gates. So all these, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, all of them ghana, strong. They are all becoming strong now. Dwarani dehastitaha, very strong doors. For the fort, you need strong doors. Otherwise, enemies will enter. He says, my all indriyas have become strong. What does it mean? I have control. Dhamma. Shama is control over the mind. Dhamma is control over our indriyas. Vidya vastu samriddhihi ityakila samagri samete sada. In the fort, if at all we feel that the enemies are going to attack any time, what do? They close all the gates. And inside, you need to have all these items. What is necessary for our day-to-day life, all items need to be stored. So he says, all these samagri, iti akhila samagri, all kind of items I have stored. What are those items? He says, vidya, knowledge. Knowledge is the required item there. Samete, with the samagri, I have stored everything, Shiva. Sada Durgati Priya Deva Mama Kamanaha. You are loved by Durga. You love Durga. You love the fort also. Now my mind is the fort. I know that you love fort and my mind is the fort. Durga, in this mind, why don't you make this as your residence? Because you love fort and my mind is a very strong fort now. So you come and stay here. This is how Adi Shankaracharya is pleading for Shiva to come and stay here. The heart should be opened from within. There was a famous English painter. Once he painted a maximized heart, like a big heart. Now we know how to maximize and all. In those days he was painting. A big heart he has painted, and from outside Jesus Christ is trying to knock on the door of the heart. So it was a beautiful painting, got so many awards and rewards, etc. And one person who observed this keenly came to the painter and told him, there is a mistake in this. What is the mistake? He said, there is no handle at all. How will Jesus open the door? You should have a handle, right? There is no handle at all. So the painter said, it is not a mistake. The door of the heart does not have any handle outward. Externally, it doesn't have any handle at all. It should be opened from within. How beautiful it is. Nobody can open it from outside, including God, he says, the painter. It has to be opened by us. So this is, we must think, I should open the heart. Nobody else can open my heart. Next shloka, shloka number 43. This is my favorite shloka. Magacha tvamitastato girishabho mayyeva vasam kuru swaminadikirata mamakamanaha kantara simantare vartante bahusho mrigamadajusho matsarya mohadayaga tan hatva mrigaya vinoda ruchita labham cha samprapsyasi. Magaccha tvamitastato girishabho mayyeva vasam kuru swamin adikirata mamakamanaha kantara simantare vartante bahusho mrigamadajusho matsarya mohadayaga tan hatva mrigaya vinoda ruchita labham cha samprapsyasi. He addresses Shiva as Adikirata. Adikirata is a hunter. Kirata is a hunter. We know this story in this Mahabharata Pandava Vanavasa time. Arjuna does tapas of Shiva. Shiva comes in the form of a hunter and fights with Arjuna. Arjuna does not understand that this is Shiva. So he thinks that it's some hunter. So he fights with this hunter and finally he loses. Arjuna loses. Then Shiva shows himself in the original form. So he is Adikirata. Now here Adi Shankaracharya beautifully says that my heart is a very, very thick forest. In this forest, there are so many wild animals. Wildest of the animals are available in my heart. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And there are so many other wild animals who are residing in my heart. I know that you love to hunt. For a hunter, if the animal is very, very wild animal, ferocious one, then the hunter feels very happy. He chases that kind of animal, kills it, and then derives satisfaction. Wildest animal, greatest satisfaction for the hunter. Chasing it and then killing and deriving contentment out of it. So here Adi Shankaracharya says, Ma gacha. Don't go. Ma gacha. Gacha means go. Ma means don't. Don't go. Tvam. Itaha tataha. Here and there. Searching for forests. Why do you go here and there? Girisha. Bho. Mayeva vasam kuru. Mayi eva. Stay in me only. Reside here only. Don't go anywhere. Itaha tataha. Here and there. Why are you searching? Swamin Adikirata. You are the greatest hunter or the original hunter. Mamaka manaha kantara simantare. My mind is kantara. Kantara is forest. What kind of forest? There is no boundary at all. That kind of forest. That means it's a huge forest. Vartante bahusho mrigamadajusho. Oh, so many animals are there, Shiva, here in my mind. What are they? Matsarya mohadayaha. Moha adi. Matsarya, Kama, Krodha, all those he has not listed here. Moha, attachment, delusion. All these are very, very wild animals. Tan hatva. You kill all of them. Mrigaya vinoda. Wow. What entertainment for you, Shiva. Ruchita labham cha samprapsasi. Profit for you, no? Profit for me also. You derive happiness, satisfaction, entertainment. And for me, all those will be killed. Now, I will be relieved of all these enemies. So, for both of us, it is labha. Profit only for both of us. So, why don't you stay here? Don't go here and there. Why are you searching for forests? In this forest, you don't even have to search. You don't even have to think, will there be a wild animal or not? There are wild animals. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsarya. Then, Moha. So beautiful, beautiful shloka. When I was a child, there were some people who came and stayed in my house. People with wisdom, they had to give some pravachana. Not as Swami did, they weren't Swamijis, but they stayed in my house for a month together. So they were giving pravachanas, etc. They taught me this, some shlokas. Later I realized that, oh, this is from Shivananda Lahari. I did not even know the meaning of it. Simply I was chanting it. I by-hearted and I was chanting it. Then later I realized what a wonderful shloka that they have given me. Next one, shloka number 44. Karalagna mriga karindra bhango ghanashardula vikhandanosta jantuhu girisho vishadakrtischa chetah kuhare panchamukhosti me kutobhihi. Karalagna mriga karindra bhango ghanashardula vikhandanosta jantuhu girisho vishadakrtischa cheta kuhare panchamukhosti me kuto bhi. Here he addresses Shiva as Panchamukha. Panchamukha is Shiva has got 5 faces. And it also means, in Sanskrita, Panchamukha also means a lion. So he says that you are residing in my heart like a lion. So why should I be scared of anything? We know lion is the king of forest. When the king of forest is there in me, what am I scared of? So Shiva's Panchamukhas. There are different names for the 5 faces or 5 heads of Shiva. Sadyojata, Vamadeva, Aghora, Tatpurusha, Ishana. These are the 5 faces or 5 names of Shiva as Panchamukha. In Rudra Prashna or Rudradhyaya or Namaka, there is shloka for each and every face. Sadyo jatam prapadyami sadyo jataya vai namo namaha bhave bhave nati bhave bhavastvamam bhavodbhavaya namaha Vamadevaya namo Jeshthaya nama Shreshthaya namo Kalaya namo Kalavikarnaya namo Balavikarnaya namo Balaya namo Balapramathanaya namo Sarvabhutadamanaya namo Manonmanaya namaha Aghorebhyo tagorebhyo ghoraghoraterebhyah Sarvebhya sarvasharvebhyo namaste Astu rudrarupebhyah Tatpurushaya vidmahe mahadevaya dhimahi Tanno rudra prachodayat Ishana sarva vidyanam Ishvara sarva bhutanam Brahmadhipatir brahmanodhipatir brahma Shivo me astu sada shivo. These are the 5 shlokas for 5 different heads or faces of Shiva or Panchamukha. Now he says here, Karalagna Mrigaha. You are having a deer in your hand, Karindra Bhanga. Shiva has killed one Asura, Gajasura. So, Karindra is elephant. You have killed an Asura as Gajasura. Ghana Shardula Vikhandanosta Jantuhu. He also has killed one Vyagrasura. That is Asura in the form of tiger. Girisha Vishada Kritischa. Vishada is, one is pure and another one is huge one, Vishala. When you are there in my mind, Chetaha Kuhare. Kuhare is a cave. In the cave of my mind, when you are the king, Panchamukhosti, you are there as a Panchamukha in the cave of my mind. Kuto bhihi. Where is the fear? I am not scared of anything. Wonderful shloka for us. We need not be scared of anything because as Panchamukha, he is there in our heart. Shloka number 45. One more wonderful shloka. Chandashya kishikan vitair dvijavaraihi samsevite shashvate saukhyapadini kheda bhedini sudhasarai palair dipite Cheta pakshi shikhamane tyajavritha sancharamanyairalam nityam shankara pada padmayugali nide viharam kuru Chandasya kishikan vitai dvijavarai samsevite shashvate saukhyapadini kheda bhedini Sudhasarai palairdipite Cheta pakshi shikhamane Tyajavritha sancharamanyairalam Nityam shankara pada padmayugali Nide viharam kuru. Now he compares the mind to a bird and Shiva's lotus feet to a nest. Very, very beautiful comparison. Let us see what he says. Chandasyaki shikanvitai. Chandas. Chandas is Upanishad or Veda. Veda is or knowledge is the branch or the tree. Shaki. Shaka actually means branches, but here also it means a tree. There is a huge tree of Veda or Upanishad or knowledge. Shikha, on top of it, Dvijavarai samsevite shashvate. You are worshipped by people who have the knowledge of Veda. Dvija. Dvija means a Brahmana who has knowledge about Brahma. Not Brahmana by birth, but the knowledge of Brahma. Saukhyapadini. The one who gives us all kinds of sukha, all kinds of wealth. Kheda Bedini. All the sorrows are destroyed. Sudha Sarai Phalai Deepite. Sudhasara, Amrita, essence of Amrita. Phala, that Mukti. The tree is giving beautiful fruit. Chetaha Pakshi Shikhamane. Chetas is Manas. Manas is now the greatest bird. Pakshi Shikhamane, not an ordinary Pakshi, not an ordinary bird. Shikhamane. In that, very, very nice bird, or the bird has got some knowledge. So he is saying, Tyaja Vritha Sancharam Anyaihi Alam. You have been Sancharam, traveling. Here and there, everywhere you are traveling. Why the bird has to travel? One is for the food. And every evening, the birds which have their own nest, they go back to the same nest. Which do not have nest. Some of the birds do not build any nest. They simply search for a branch of a tree and they simply sit there. That too, a high tree. Why? Some snakes may come in the night and eat them up. Or if it is a nest, if it is somewhere in the lower branch, their eggs may be there in that. Enemies may come and eat them. So it should be on the top of the tree. So he says now, addressing his own mind. Like we are addressing our own mind, telling the mind, which is compared to the bird. Why are you simply wasting your time? Traveling here and there. Enough of traveling. Alam is enough. Nityam Shankara Pada Padma Yugali Nide. Nide is nest. Build your nest. Where? Shankara Pada Padma. The Pada Padma is so huge. The lotus feet of Shankara is huge. So you build your nest permanently. Not for one night or 2 nights. Permanently you build your nest on the lotus feet of Shiva. Viharam Kuru. Vihara. It's not that one night you stay there. You enjoy. Have your eggs, have your little ones there. Enjoy with your family there. By building a permanent nest. The beautiful place is there. Where is this? On top of the knowledge tree. There is a beautiful place. Shankara's lotus feet. He is telling the mind, why don't you build your nest there? Such a wonderful meaning is there for all of us to understand this and try to implement this. Adi Shankaracharya is advising us to study the scriptures. We do chant, we do sing. He says that is also not sufficient. Try to understand the meaning, and that emotion should be there within. That attitude should be there. The scriptures that we study, we may not be knowing Vedas or Upanishad or Mantra Patana, we don't know. But even a Bhagavad Gita, little bit of Bhagavad Gita, that has come from, that is a secondary scripture. It has come from Vedas only. Sarvo Upanishado Gavo Dogda Gopalanandanaha. All these Upanishad is nothing but Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Upanishad is Bhagavad Gita. Shivananda Lahari, flooded with devotion. So why don't we try to understand a little bit of these scriptures? And now we understand that top of the tree, our nest should be on the top of the tree so that no enemies come and eat our eggs or little ones? Here, egg is not actually our family, but we can take them as our family also in this world by building our nest on Shankara's lotus feet, which is there on top of the knowledge tree. We will be protected by him always. Forever we will be protected. So why not we try? At least we have trust in all the scriptures. We trust Adi Shankaracharya's words. So he is telling his own mind to build the nest. So why don't we also try? So that a bird which has got a strong nest doesn't have to worry about anything. It does its work from morning till night, and once again in the night or evening it goes back to its own nest where it has already kept all its little ones or eggs, etc. It doesn't have any fear. In the same way, when we build our nest at the lotus feet of Shiva, there is no fear for all of us. So let us try to understand this, assimilate this, and try to follow to the extent possible by all of us. So Namasmarana is 100% needed for all of us. Om